Hey everybody, I wanted to take some time out and try out one of the layouts. The one that I did want to try is a layout for creative inspiration and new life. This is actually called the Egg in the guidebook for Sacred Rebels. It's a 6-card layout. This is what it looks like. This is what it goes over. And so I'm gonna shuffle, do a layout, and we'll select 6 cards for this egg. All right. So I did just take the time to shuffle, and I think I'm just gonna select 6 cards from the top. And here we go. Card number 1. Card number 2. Card number 3. Card number 4. 5. And card number 6. So sorry that my layout does not resemble an egg. It looks more like not an egg. Not an egg at all. Okay. So, this is kind of what it looks like. Just a little bit. And here we go. The first one that we have, we'll go back to the book, and it's guidance for the new life and creative awakening happening for me now. The card that I selected was going beyond normal. Card number 2 is any blocks or issues that I'm working through to allow this to happen. That card was the power of attraction. The third card is the gift that is coming to me through this process. That gift is receiving. The fourth card is guidance for interacting with the outer world during this process, and that was against the grain. Number 5 is a special message from my higher self and my spiritual guides in this matter. That was the perfection of your life. The 6th card, sorry, it just so happens to be pouring, is guidance for bringing the process into practical manifestation in my life, and that would be heaven sent. So if we laid them all out instead of being in an egg, and we just kind of did a lineup, or maybe not a lineup, so we can get the whole thing in here. Yeah, it's okay to actually go over spreads and deal out cards, and we don't have to always follow the spread because sometimes it can get a bit confusing. This one was a little bit easier, but to get all these cards and their images into the frame, it's a little bit hard. So this would be my layout if I wasn't filming, and these are the cards that I got. So let's just go through real quick and read what they say. So the guidance for the new life and creative awakening happening for me right now is going beyond normal. On this path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take the border, the more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mystery and magic is a recipe for an existence that is far too dry. Okay? The second card happens to be any blocks or issues that I'm working through to allow this to happen, which happens to be the power of attraction. There is such wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures, so much magic yet to be. You can keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering your experience of this moment by becoming too future oriented. You seeing that there is magic in this moment too. There is something arising within you out of the depths of your being. The third card that I drew was receiving. The gift that is coming to me through this process. And receiving is number 27. You are so loved. Your energy, your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of the habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and be. In the moment that you are receiving the love of the universe that is receiving you, it will nourish you with contentment and energy. That's great. The fourth card is guidance for interacting with the outer world during this process, and I got against the grain. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides in even the ugliest scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring light of a more positive future into this world. That's also a beautiful meaning. The fifth card is a special message from the higher self and the spiritual guides on this matter. I got card 30, the perfection of your life. Have you ever seen a storm pictured from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different too. The ground view, which can be quite violent experience. So, too, there is great beauty in your life now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing anxiety inducing rather than beauty. You may sense an internal chaos. You may feel something that is waiting to interrupt you from within, as the restlessness or anxiety that you cannot quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged, and the person or the situation in your life is causing all kinds of havoc, upheave, change, and uncertainty in your world. That is ridiculously true. The last card is guidance for bringing this process into practical manifestation of my life. And it would have to be card 33, which is Heaven Sent. Just as we are receiving gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others, to acknowledge how much we mean to them, and so to receive gifts on other levels, including a spiritual level. A gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask and seek for help, and it may be given in a response that requests. All requests are helped and answered. A spiritual gift can be also given without words, without us asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it's our hearts that cry out for help, and while we're busy getting on with our to-do list, we often stop thinking about our hearts, what our hearts might need. If we do, and stop thinking about what our hearts, If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with our life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it and not seeing how it might be resolved. This is really good. I love this. I mean, it's not an egg right now, but this totally made sense for me. This totally resonated for me. I'm not sure how, if it even resonated with any of you, but I know a lot of us are going through things. We're going through transformations, and We are changing. Change is inevitable. Nothing ever stays the same. Everything is always evolving and changing. And it can be beautiful. Change can be beautiful. Endings can be beautiful. They open up doorways to new things. And this was a great reading. I'm gonna have to journal this. I hope all of you do keep a journal, and if you ever pull oracle cards and do a spread for yourself, draw out the spread, write what it means, write down the cards that you pull, write down a meaning, a brief meaning, and or a summary, and completely take in the message and be open to what the cards have to offer you. I just wanted to thank you guys, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this. I'm glad I did this today. I hope you all have a great Thursday and break into a wonderful weekend. I'm going to be missing my kids, so I have some time that I'm going to have to spend with them. Thanks again for watching. If you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Aloha.